just waiting for a ball to kick us off here. And it's Kirby McCoy, the referee, waiting to get us underway. Touch judges are Lockie Maltby and Ben Watton. And it's Shannon Gray who has the ball in his hands now for Redbank Plains as we're about to kick off here. 30 minutes of mayhem coming at North Ipswich Reserve. And here we go. Underway at North Ipswich Reserve here. Bouncing ball, tough one to take there, but well done there from the Panthers to clean that one up early on. Just coming out to the left now and can get through the middle. Gray's one of the tacklers there for the Bears, not making too many metres. Now the Panthers, little number 7 gets it out to his left-hand side there. Bo Burley, he's going to have plenty of work to do. Unfortunately, lost their 5'8" Baz Tamarua before the game to injury. So there'll be a lot of on his shoulders. This comes out to Burley now, the skipper. Puts the kick in. Bit of a charge down there. Deflection and a good opportunity for the Bears to get in good field position now. It comes across to Itutu. He takes a little step off his right foot. Good to see that from the big man. And he gets the offload away. And a bit of second phase play early on. A dangerous look there for the Panthers. And it comes across to Terapiti. Gets out the back. It says backwards from the referee, so that's play on. And that's Farapapa throwing players off him, getting almost to the 10-metre line. And they're going to try their hand to the left. Terapiti again gets hit hard by the Panthers' defence. Liam Ronan leading the charge there, the number 9. And it's a bit of a sloppy one out of dummy half. Off the ground there, and good work from the Panthers to clean that one up. They look like they're enthusiastic in defence. It's coming to the last tackle. It's going to be put up there by Gray and taken down to Willett. It gets the offload away, but yeah, it doesn't just play just falls apart there for the Bears. The ball, that kick just didn't land in the right position to go on with that one.
That's such a shame to see there. Redbank had good field position, had put a lot of pressure on, and then ending to the set with a kick that, well, just didn't go to plan. And there was no pressure on the kicker. I'm not sure why, but anyway, Redbank really do have some good field position here, and hopefully we continue to see that sort of work from them.
Yeah, possibly just a few nerves to start the game. It is a big game, preliminary final, and we've got a penalty here for a strip. That'll get the Panthers out of trouble, and they'll be able to breathe a little bit with a sigh of relief. But yeah, you can blame the two teams for being a bit nervous. Preliminary final, all on the line. Could be their last game of rugby league for 6 months or so. It probably feels like a year. It's a long off season, as they say. So just blast out those cobwebs the first couple of minutes, and I'm sure we'll see both these teams at their potential. Taking it forward there. It's Pupuali'i. And good defensive pressure there from the Bears. It was Woods who affected the tackle, but not effective enough. And it gets that offload away. It does Bonner. And just moving across the right here. Looks like we've got the number 3 there playing in that 5'8" kind of role, Cody Harper. And yeah, proving hard to put down. They're shaking off a few tackles here, the Panthers. So putting him under pressure. Burley goes to his right. Not much doing there for Noah Sahin. Still a couple of tackles left in this set for Springfield. But Burley puts it up anyway. It's going to be a good kick. contestable, but Chasers couldn't quite get there in time, but positive signs there from the Panthers.
Definitely a good set, reasonably well structured, and then to get to a kick, which was a good kick from the young halfback there. They allowed the defensive players to get down and put some pressure.
Yeah, the breeze has kind of slowed a bit too, so that probably helped him get a bit of purchase on that one. But yeah, great skills on show from these players. Div2 takes another right foot step and gets a quick play of the ball. So good opportunity here for the Bears to do some damage, and it's Puru goes through, takes it to the 30. And the Reeks takes a little scurry at them, nearly breaks a tackle. Geez, he looked dangerous there. He threatened to cross himself under the post, but it's last tackle now. The Panthers desperately holding on to Tutu. He's not going to take the kick, but it's going to be Gray. He slides it in and scores. Sorry, that was Kalepo Liana, the halfback. A little kick for himself, and he dots it down just inside the dead ball line. Great start from the Bears.
That's unreal. They just come through then, and off the back of probably two of their better players. It's Young Salvation there, the front row, number 10, using that great footwork at the line that he used last week, and we see him use all the time. And then Calvin Reeks, an incredible talent in the Ipswich area. We've seen him play some football for the Jets in our junior programs for our Cyril Connell this year, and he's really a talent of the future. But that was great from Redbank to see them realise where the opportunity was and just play a bit of eyes up footy, bit of a gap, and then push through on it. Springfield got to be aware of that. I think that Redbank side, they're going to do that sort of thing all night.
Yeah, they definitely look like they're a handful for the defenders out there. Plenty of attacking threats across the park, and they put it all together in that set. And Gray's going to have the attempt from the eastern side. And not much of a breeze, so seems to be gusting, but it's not going to be affected by the breeze. That one, not quite a worm burner, but misses the target, and it stays 4 points to nil. Just 7 minutes into this game.
That was a little unlucky. It was like a low punched 5-iron there, the way he just drove that at the goalposts. Look, Springfield here, hopefully they can just get a good kick down here and put some pressure on Redbank, because that's what was working for him 5-10 minutes ago. The thing I really am enjoying here is the battle of the two fullbacks here. They're both really talented, both very fast, and can put themselves into holes or create an overlap for their side. So I think both sides have to be aware of it and also use what they've got there.
Yeah, the number one for the Panthers, Lawrence Dolly, a late call-up into the fullback position. Unfortunately, Travis Mirametti, the usual fullback, couldn't pull up fit for that. But, geez, that was almost a debacle there for the Panthers. For the Bears. And there he is, big Chris Compton onto the field early for Redbank Plains. He's going to be tough to put down as Tutu. He steps off his left this time. Gets the offload away again, so they've got to be careful of wrapping him up. Here goes Reeks. Steps one, almost got back through the other, and luckily could have been seen as a flop there from the Panthers, or the referee didn't see it that way. Oh, they're making just behind the ruck is where they're making all the inroads here. And it's just quick play the balls, quick ruck speed. There goes Willett. Tries to go through a couple, but good stuff from the Panthers to keep him down. That's probably the slowest play of the ball we've had all set, as Gray chips it over the top straight to the fullback. So that was a bit of an underwhelming end to the set, and it's going to be Amiga Jones who's going to take it up. Brian.
Well, the right idea there. I just don't think they executed that quite the way they needed to, but Redbank are just making ground through that middle in behind the ruck. Springfield are going to need to tighten up their ruck and really do something about that. Otherwise, Redbank are going to run over them all night.
Yeah, that was what you didn't want to see. Bo Burley was taking a hit up there, so he needs a few of his defenders around to help out the little halfback. The skipper can't do it all. As that one goes out to the left-hand side, Nathaniel Bonner struggling to make some metres. Bit of a show and go there from Harper, but wasn't fooling the Redbank Plains defence there. As he goes, Harper now with the kick high into the night sky, but nothing to worry Reeks, who tries to put a bit of a step on, but taken down on the 20-metre line. Time to muscle up now for the Panthers, driving back in that tackle. Leilua in there. There's the backs coming in to do some work for the Bears. Tapuanai. And there's a bit of a run out of dummy half. Finds Compton, who's on a bit of a charge. And when he's rolling, he's hard to stop. And he makes 15, 20 metres on that run. Great backing up there from the big man. Just looking out to the right. Bit of a show and go there. Held it after the little juggle there from Farapapa. And it's on the last tackle now. Gray puts it on the ground, and this time Amiga Jones is there to clean it up. So yeah, there's some players playing in all kind of different positions now for the Panthers.
I guess when you get a few injuries and positional changes, the coaches, Brent Forrest has had to adjust just a little bit there on where he's putting them. But Springfield just not tidying up around the ruck in defence there. We saw Redbank make nearly 70 metres on that set, and now they've got Springfield trying to punch it out of their own quarter. Oh, and this is exciting to see. This big young fella, Carter Tiata, he can run. He's just made a good 25 metres there. Great run.
Yeah, fresh legs on the field. Tiatia. And Bo Burley's going to kick early here. He fancies his chances with a bit of a breeze on his side, but well done from Hayden Henry to be in position to grab that one. Turning around those big forwards, maybe that's a tactic they can work towards. As Tapuanai, again, he's been hard to handle with a couple of his early runs. Koraheke, he tries to make a run there, and the referees deemed that a strip, but maybe a tad unlucky there, Brian.
Yeah, I'm glad we don't have challenges here in in Rugby League Ipswich, because I think a smart captain probably would have challenged that. I think he just threw it away, and it might have been a smart bit of football there from their young hooker in Kapi. But something Springfield really didn't need here. They needed to get the ball back. Now they've got to face another 6 tackles in their own red zone, and I think Redbank will punish them for that.
Yeah, the way they've been attacking, you think it has to be a matter of time. Willett takes them on with the first hit up off the tap. And here goes Itu. He's got 4 or 5 Panthers on him, and he just can't get it down. So well done there to keep him out and a slow play the ball. And dummy half's got nowhere to go. So chewing up a couple of plays there. And it's just an easy try there. Farapapa coming off the halfback, Leona, just with the short pass. There really wasn't much doing there. But, I guess that's how it happens when you've got so much pressure against you. It's through the middle where you're going to suffer.
Yeah, a well-deserved try there for Warapapa. He's been good with the ball there for them. He's punched up the middle. He's looked to distribute as much as he can. But Springfield just need to wrap that ball up. That come from costly errors in the middle of the field and allowing Redbank just to make easy metres everywhere they go. And we said that penalty didn't need, they'd make them pay, and we saw it there. And Springfield have made some changes, but I think looking over at their bench, they've only got 3 guys on the bench as it is. That's going to be a tough ask for Coach Brent Forrest, but I'm sure that's something that can be handled by him.
Yeah, tough for the Panthers, losing 2 players they originally named this week. And that'll be disappointing for Gray to miss that one from that favourable position. But it's 8 points to 0 with just over 15 minutes remaining, halfway through this first half at North Ipswich Reserve. I hope you're enjoying the coverage here on Bar TV. It's a pleasure to have you with us. We've got a great atmosphere, great crowd here watching on, supporting their teams as well. It all counts at this time of the year. We are getting back underway here. The team's obviously looking to take on Fasterfern Bombers in the grand final next week. There was another. They've been a bit lucky on their kickoffs of the Bears. They've had a few little juggles, and there's another juggle. It's a circus out there at North Ipswich Reserve. Where's the big top? Put that up. It 2-2. Oh, he's going to step one way or another. He can do it off both feet and offload. They can basically bank on that every time. He 2-2 has the ball, and the referee's given that a knock on against Springfield. A bit unlucky there as well, Brian.
Yeah, I mean, he's the one that's out there. We're a bit further away. He's going to call it that way. I thought it might have been the chance Springfield needed. That might have turned the momentum there. It was very unlucky. They should have been able to take the catch and run the other way. But, again, Redbank are just going through the middle there, and it's the same guy every time that's doing the damage. Springfield, a couple of them boys have got to get together and just say, we're going to stop him, you and me, and go at it and stop him.
Will it now? He's made 20 metres on that run off the scrum, so he's proving hard to handle out there on the right-hand side. Shoulder reeks. Oh, that almost caught them napping. Far up, I was nearly over again. And out Koraheki out of dummy half. He's looking at the line. He's over it. He's going lower. But the referee's given a penalty. Marker's not square. Almost came close to dotting that down. And there he goes. Oh, straight from the tap. Can he score? Oh, I think he's just held up there. Fatialofa. Jeez, he looked like he was going to do it easy there, but good desperation from the Panthers. They're going to have to be desperate to hold out for the rest of this set. They need to send the Bears packing with no points, and that ball's gone to ground. The referee says play on. Leona cleans it up. And there he goes again. Oh, the second row there, Terrier Pip. And they're burrowing over again. The referee says held up. So another great defence there. Great signs there from the Panthers so far, Brian.
Being very resilient down on their line here, and that's great to see. And they're going to get a 7-tackle set out of this. But Redbank, they went away from what worked, which was moving the ball around, running their patterns of play. I think Junior Famali, their coach over there, is going to get out to him and say, hey, let's get back to what our process is and how we score points. It looks like all of the Redbank boys are just trying to score because they can see the white line in front of them.
Handy set restart there, and then the penalty from the referee. So this will give the Panthers opportunity to take a breather. Unfortunately, we've got a player down. Just getting some attention from the trainer. Hopefully everything's okay. We've got a couple of trainers on the field now, just tending to the injured player. Unfortunately, he's facing us, so we can't tell you who it is. But Brian, what do you need to see from the Panthers in this next 10 minutes or this next set?
They just need to complete their set, get to their kick, and get down there and hold Redbank on their side of halfway. We've seen, as we just saw, that tackle put on report there, and the player, he's heading off the field. It's a shame to see there that Marks Cassidy may not be returning if they think there was a bit of a head knock. But Springfield, this is a bit of a pressure-relieving penalty for them. Hopefully they make about 10 metres off the kick. And then, just get to their set, get to the kick, and then defend it quite well down the other end. They've shown that they can do the first part of it and complete their sets, but we haven't seen them really hold Redbank inside their own half yet.
Well, they've despite all the work that they've had to do, the Panthers, it's only 8 points to 0, and if they can get over for a try here, then they'll be right back in it. The pressure will be all on the Bears, who have really dominated this first half so far. There goes the 18. That's a good run from O'Hanlon, showing a bit of pace. Bit of speed, pace. Harper sniffed a gap there and couldn't quite get through it. Taken down by Terry Pitti. And geez, that's a tough one to handle. A bit of an offload away there to Amiga Jones. And close to the try line now, the Panthers. What can they do here? A bit of a rough old pass out of dummy half there, and they're losing the momentum that they just earned in that set so far. It was Valentino Leilua who had to clean that one up. We've got a stoppage, a player down in back play for Redbank Plains. Looks like we can't quite pick up who it is. It could be Hayden Henry over there, by the looks of it. No, he's over here. Well, hopefully everything is okay there. A couple of trainers tending to him.
That is, I'm sure he'll be in good hands. We've got some really good sports trainers throughout Rugby League Ipswich here. We've got Dave McQueen on the sideline, who's sort of the head trainer for all of this. And hopefully, he's not called in and his staff underneath him can look after it. But that was a much better effort by the Springfield Panthers there. They not only came down, they used some of the ball the way they needed to. Cody Harper went to the line and engaged the line. And then the very next tackle after that, they got up and they put young Carter onto the ball, and he got a great offload away, and it nearly got him 4 points. So hopefully that shows Springfield that we're quite capable. And I think Coach Brent Forrest will be saying to them, guys, we are in this. We've showed the resilience to hold them out to only 8-0 for all the ball that Redbank have had. So hopefully now they can finish this set off well and hold Redbank down here.
And Zachy Soy was the skipper down in back play, but he's back up on the field. And a good opportunity there for the Panthers. What will the referee call there? It's going to be a line dropout. Yeah, great result there from the Panthers. They almost had that through Dolly, who's out here playing on the left wing. And it's Amiga Jones playing at fullback. So, yeah, some of the switches that we've had today. But that was a threatening kick there from Burley. He's looks like he's got a great kicking game, and that ball's going to be rolling along. Someone's got to pick it up. Hanlon is the unlucky man who has to pick it up, and he's knocked to the ground, so near his halfway. So what a result there from the Bears. And here he is again. O'Hanlon doing plenty of work early, and that's one of the Redbank players on the ground. He got knocked back, and it was 13 in as Farapapa. But he's back in position now. No further concerns as Burley gets it out wide. Jeez, great ball there out on the far side of the field, and really causing some problems out there. We come back into the middle, looking for some space there, but not going through there. They're set out to the left here. Long pass there, and it's Dolly who's got it. Gets the offload away. Opportunity now, but the back rower puts the kick through to his fellow back rower. Was Bonner trying to put Farrell onto it, and unfortunately it's gone a little bit too far. But, what did you make of that set there?
Well, it didn't finish as great as they would have wanted. That was much better. They ran the ball wide. That right-hand side for them really seems to be firing quite well. And then they're getting smart. They're bringing it back across to the left-hand side here. But they've got to stop this. Like, Redbank are just charging up through the middle. Traden Kariki, as acting half, is really just directing the play wherever he wants. As we see big Chris Compton makes himself 15, 16 metres, gets the offload off to Traden, who does really well to take him just inside the 20.
Goes out to Willett, just a bit of a show and go. The Panthers defence is up to it. And trying to get over the stripe now, spins around and is just short there, Fatiolofa. And referee's he's pinged him for a double movement. So they're going to get the ball back now. The Panthers, they're doing well with all this defence they're having to do. A few hands on hips, hands on knees. I can see Carter Tia. He's the one doing all the damage on the right edge. He's spent. I think he's going to be coming from the field. So more fresh legs for the Panthers. 7.5 minutes to go in this first half. They look like they're up and about here, Brian.
Definitely does. I think they realise when they've got the ball, they've got some ability here. And they've realised that if we just hump up in defence, we can actually hold them. So their goal line defence is first class. But they need to have a bit of defence. Oh, great effort there, but nearly the intercept. As Dolly picks it up and the referee says, no, we're going to have a knock on both ways there. And hopefully Springfield get the feed here and continue on. But yeah, realising that they can defend that line the way they have, they can carry that through and keep defending through the rest of the field.
Yeah, and with Burley's kicking game, he could potentially pin them down their end, turn them around and make them do more miles. So there's still plenty of life in this game, plenty of chances for them. Burley probably got a bit lucky there. The pass kind of floated forward. Maybe it was on the breeze. And so they're going to get it back. Harper breaks 1 and 2 tackles and he's away. Looks like he's going to be hard to catch. And he's just taken down inside the 20. But he gets up and goes again. Told to go back to the mark. So lost a bit of momentum there. But yeah, they needed to probably spin it a little bit wider there as Leilua took that forward. But here we go. Burley going to throw the long pass out to the left-hand side. Goes to Dolly. He's going to try to get over in the corner. He looks like he's going to get there. He does! Wow, from a standing start. There were some concerns Dolly was going to get there, but geez, he showed some toe. And what a try for the Panthers. 8 points to 4. Just over 5 minutes remaining here.
That was great football there. Young Cody out there, like he's playing a makeshift halfback because they've lost their 5'8", and Cody Harper's come in and just gone, I can do this. And he just showed a great turn of speed to get him 30-odd metres. And then the presence of mind from Bo Burley to get the ball all the way out here. Lawrence Dolly, there was 6 or 7 Redbank players screaming across at him, and you wouldn't have got angry at him if he'd have stepped off the left foot and tried to come inside, but he backed himself brilliantly to make it all the way to the corner and got through there. Didn't get through untouched, but he got the ball down before they got to him. That is great rugby league. That's what we love to see here at North Ippy, seeing that sort of football from young fellas like this.
You got to give a rap to young Hunter Woolgar, who's playing in the centres, who got that ball out quickly to his winger as well. He has the number 5 on his back, so he knows what his wingers want. They just need the ball. So, yeah, just everyone executing on that play. And it just goes to show when the Panthers have the opportunity, they can put some points on the board. So it's good to see that they've been able to put themselves in position to get on the board here in the preliminary final. Big kick coming from the sideline, though, for Burley. And he's kicked it very well. Got a lot of purchase on that one. Just a bit too straight. It might have been the breeze picked up just at the wrong time. And it'll remain 8 points to 4. But yeah, it's exciting to see just that finish from the winger. All the wingers' finishes, they put so much time into it. That was just pure speed there from Dolly. Yeah, really important 4 minutes coming up. Panthers will be looking to square this one. We're getting back underway here. Just a bit of a wobbly one, and Burley can't get to it on the full. He's going to try and step around him, taking the first hit up off the kickoff. The slow play the ball there for the Panthers. Panthers came into this game off a win, defeated Norths 16-4 in the elimination final. The Bears lost to Fassifern Bombers in the qualifying final, but they've beaten them earlier in the season, so if they can get the win here, they would like their chances of tasting glory next Saturday. Coming back into the middle now for the Panthers. Thoughts of a lifting tackle there, but not to be. It's the last tackle will come to Burley. Gets a good kick on that one. And out to the sideline. I think it stays in field, though, and Reeks picks it up and taken down there. What a tackle there from the Panthers. And he's coming at him again, is Caleb Cunningham. So those are the type of efforts that you need. And you can see the Bears have only just got back behind the play. Willett makes sure that they are behind it with a good run up the middle. The wingers coming in for some work, breaking 1 and 2 tackles is Henry. So just a bit of a settling set, that one, and a good kick. Leana gets it over the head of Amiga Jones, who's forced to return it from his own in goal. And that's the part of the field you want to return it in, but they can't put him down, the Bears. So the chase left a bit wanting there, Brian.
It was a kick. It's the oldest saying about kicking. A kick's is only as good as its chase, and unfortunately the Redbank chase didn't match what was a great kick. But we're starting to see maybe a bit of an arm wrestle now between these two sides. They're both getting through their sets. They're both getting to their kicks. So now it's just a matter of who's going to make that first mistake now and allow it off. But as we go into half-time here, we see Burley put another good kick in. His kicking game has been really good. I think Springfield can go in to half-time feeling confident. But we see Reeks. Reeks is over halfway, gets past the 40. He's across the 30. He looks for support, but it's not there. He doesn't need it. He's going to have the turn of speed and gets it under the post. Take us to 12-4.
Well, that's what Reeks can do when he gets his hands on the ball, and the referee's happy with that put down. So what a turnaround against the run of play, you could say, from Reeks. Well, that's just the type of play you can pull off, and his team needed that desperately. With less than 2 minutes to go in this half, we'll be ticking down. The siren will sound before we get the conversion in. But yeah, they'd done just about. That was probably the Panthers letting themselves down on kick chase. We just talked about that with the Bears, but yeah, you can't give Reeks any room, or he's going to take full advantage.
As I said at the start of the game, I was really looking forward to see that. I thought Doley was going to be fullback for the Panthers, and we'd see some good battles from the fullbacks. But Reeks is shades ahead of everyone at the moment with that pace and how he can run. And such a shame to see that is how the Panthers are going to go into the break. They'd come back. They'd been really resilient on their line and had really started to make some inroads against the Bears. But that'll just give the Bears all the more confidence now going into the halftime break.